The grand inauguration of the Ram Temple is scheduled in January 2024. But before that, Prime Minister Modi would be in Ayodhya on 30th December to boost the last-minute preparations. He would be inaugurating the airport and the railway station of Ayodhya in this last visit of 2023 to the holy city. Here's a report.
Ayodhya is all decked up. It has a grand date with Prime Minister of India on 30th of December. Narendra Modi will be inaugurating not only the airport but also the railway station of Ayodhya a day before 2023 ends, keeping up with the deadline for the grand January inauguration of the Ram Temple.
तो रेलवे स्टेशन का भी फर्स्ट फेज का इनॉग्रेशन होगा और वो भी काम कंप्लीट हुआ है। उसके बाद फेज 2 के लिए भी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने लैंड दिया हुआ 25 एकड़ लैंड फेज 1 के कुछ पार्ट के लिए और फेज 2 के लिए भी हम लोगों ने 25 एकड़ लैंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने रेलवे को दिया है। उस फेज 2 का काम आगे संचालित होगा।
Prime Minister will lead a road show for 15 kilometers between the airport and the railway station, passing through Dharmapath, Lata Mangeshkar Chowk, Rampath, Tedhi Bazaar and Mohabra intersection.
अयोध्या का ही नहीं पूरे यूपी का विकास हो रहा है। योगी जी मोदी जी खुद पर्सनली ध्यान दे रहे हैं इसके अंदर और हम यहाँ करीबन 8 दिन से है। यहाँ हम वाराणसी गए थे, अयोध्या पहुँचे हैं। काफी बहुत अच्छा अरेंजमेंट है सभी जगह पर।
पहले के जो है सौंदर्यीकरण से मतलब बढ़िया है और सड़क भी बढ़िया बन गया है। बढ़िया है, मतलब पहले बहुत अच्छा है।
At Ayodhya railway station, the Prime Minister will flag off Vande Bharat and Amrit Bharat trains before returning to the airport by road and addressing a public meeting there. On the route of the roadshow, cultural programs will be staged at 51 places and religious leaders will bless the Prime Minister. He will also lay the foundation of a 5-kilometer long flyover between the railway station and the airport of Ayodhya. In the jam-packed routine of Prime Minister Modi, he is also expected to visit the famed Hanumangari temple to pay his obeisance. Bureau Report, India Today.
The Ram Temple in Ayodhya is also bringing people of all faiths together, a Ganga Jamuna Tehzeeb clearly. This stands for harmony and for all to see in Ayodhya and how. Take a look at this special report.
Preparations are underway ahead of the Pran Pratishtha slated for January 22nd, 2024. And ahead of the much-awaited consecration ceremony, Shri Ram Janambhoomi Tirath Kshetra Trust has shared latest images showcasing the ongoing construction in Ayodhya. A symbol of faith that transcends boundaries and religious belief, making it more than just a religious symbol. Ayodhya's Ram Mandir is coming up Sarva Dharma Sadbhav Kendra, a center for all faiths. The legacy of Ayodhya, known for communal harmony, is shining. Ayodhya's Munna Mali is preparing the garland for Ram Lalla.
बाबा थे, दादा थे, पिताजी थे, अब हमारा चौथा पीढ़ी चल रहा है। इस 100 साल के ऊपर से फूल माला राम जी की सेवा में हम लोग लगे हुए हैं और आगे तक पीढ़ी से चलता रहेगा। पुजारी जी बताएंगे कितना माला रहेगा, अभी मूर्ति भी बढ़ेगी, राम जी की और सेवा हो जाएगा, सजावट का काम रहेगा, ये सब सब हम ही लोग के बल पर रहेगा।
The intricate carvings and sculptures that offer a glimpse into the tale of millions behind the divine saga of Ram Mandir is being prepared by a family that has seen it all.
बीजापुर के भी थे, गुजरात के भी थे, राजस्थान के भी थे। टोटल हमारे पास 150 आदमी काम करते थे। बहुत बड़ी खुशी की बात है कि जो लड़ाई लड़े परमहंस जी महाराज अशोक सिंगर वो मंदिर देख नहीं पाए और आज हम जिंदा है, हम हमारे हाथ से मंदिर बन रहा है, हमको बहुत खुशी हो रही है।
Not only the communal harmony, Ayodhya is also coming up as a shining example of sustainability. The entire city, including Ram Temple, is ready to be illuminated with solar energy.
मॉड्यूल का हमारा एक मॉड्यूल हमारा 550 वाट पीक का है। इस तरह से लगभग
550 वाट जनरेट करेगा।
हाँ, एक मॉड्यूल और इससे टोटल लगभग 1 लाख मॉड्यूल हम इसमें लगाया जा रहा है। ये पूरा 165 एकड़ जमीन में फैला हुआ है प्रोजेक्ट, 40 मेगावाट का प्रोजेक्ट। अच्छा। और हमारा इसका टारगेट है मंदिर के उद्घाटन से पहले हम इसमें 10 मेगावाट बिजली सप्लाई करें ताकि भगवान राम के मंदिर का उद्घाटन सौर ऊर्जा के थ्रू हो सके।
Devotees across India are eagerly waiting for Ram Lalla.
अद्भुत दर्शन हुए और मंदिर में जब श्री राम लला विराजमान हो जाएंगे
उसके बाद की अनुभूति अलग ही होगी। अभी भी यहाँ पे सब चेंज लग रहा है, पूरा राममय शहर हो रहा है पूरा।
बहुत बढ़िया अनुभूति हुई। श्री राम मंदिर जो बन रहा है उसको भी, निर्माण को भी देखा और बहुत ज्यादा गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहे हैं।
बहुत बहुत भव्य और अतुलनीय, और मेरे हिसाब से जब गूगल में दोबारा कभी हिंदुस्तान को सर्च किया जाएगा तो अयोध्या नाम सबसे ऊपर दिखेगा।
Ayodhya, revered as Lord Ram's birthplace, holds immense spiritual, historical and cultural significance. Vedic heralding the Pran Pratishtha ceremony of infant Lord Ram, Ram Lalla, are slated to commence on January 16th. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me now bring you some facts about the Ram Temple. Built in the Nagara style of architecture, this becomes the largest temple in India now. Built in 3 years, despite the COVID pandemic and a lot of disruptions, managing to still fit by the timeline. Interestingly, in the construction of the temple, specifically the Sanctum Sanctorum, no steel, no iron has been used, which means only stones have been used to build the temple premises. We're also told that there are about 6 crore-year-old Shaligram stones that have been specifically brought in and used in parts of the temple. With regard to the structure that has been chosen, there is specifically a 5-dome mandap. There are about 360 pillars. All of this, of course, keeping in mind with regard to the scriptures and the tradition of the temple. Built in 57 acres and is about 161 feet tall temple. Interestingly, not many know, but there is also a time capsule that has been placed below the Ram temple, and probably many years later, when opened, will have a lot of artifacts that would be placed now. The big date for the inauguration of the Ram temple is Ayodhya is barely a few weeks away. The temple trust has decided to start the consecration ceremony on 16th January, and it will finally conclude on 22nd January with the Prime Minister of the country in attendance. The temple will then open the doors to the public by 23rd January itself, the next day. Ayodhya is clearly gearing up for the Maha congregation of saints, devotees, pilgrims and VVIPs. Here is a report explaining how.
Devotees and volunteers are going door to door, inviting Hindus to visit Ayodhya for the inauguration of the Ram temple on 22nd January. A team of young devotees are on a journey of nearly 900 kilometers on cycle from Churu in Rajasthan to reach Ram Janmabhoomi in time for the inauguration festivities. In Ayodhya, Lord Ram and his consort Sita's wedding celebrations are on. With about a month left for the grand celebrations to begin, Hindu devotees across the country are preparing. And Ayodhya is getting decked up to welcome and accommodate all. Other than the 2,000 VVIPs, Ayodhya expects a congregation of nearly 4,500 saints, along with innumerable pilgrims and devotees from across the country and abroad. All of them will have to be accommodated along with tourists. Arrangement for dormitory accommodation for 1,000 people is being made in the grounds of Karsevakpuram. 850 people can stay in compartments in the grounds of the first aid center of Mahant Nritya Gopal Das. Tin City, with a capacity to lodge 12,000 people, is being established on about 45 acres at Ranipalli of Ayodhya. There will be a provision to house 3,500 saints in Mani Parvat and Bagh Bijesi with parking facility for 400 vehicles. About 600 rooms have also been taken by the temple trust from various dharamshalas. About 2,000 temporary toilets are being built in clusters across the city, while about 100 school buses will be deployed to ferry people to the venue. For drinking water supply, the Temple Trust has established 6 borewells and multiple water stations at different points of the city. Other than the Temple Trust, private bodies too are preparing accommodations for visitors. Luxury tent cities are being made as the 25-odd 2-star and 4-star hotels of Ayodhya are already fully booked in advance till February.
काम तो बहुत चल रहा है तेजी से। योगी जी और मोदी जी की सरकार काफी काम कर रही है यहाँ पर, लेकिन अभी थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा। काफी हद तक काम जो रोड चौड़े हो चुके हैं और कई होटलों के जो है नक्शे भी पास किए जा रहे हैं, बनाने की परमिशन भी दी जा रही है, लेकिन अभी थोड़ा सा 1-2 साल का वक्त और लगेगा इसको पूरी तरीके से ब्लूम पे आने के लिए अयोध्या को। लगभग समझ लीजिए बहुत से होटलों ने जो 200% बढ़ा रखा है, कुछ ने जो है 100% बढ़ा रखा है।
Ayodhya expects about 4.5 million tourists a month, more than the city's entire population of 3.5 million.
बिजनेस तो जरूर बढ़ेगा मैम, संख्या बढ़ेगी, दर्शनालु आएंगे, यात्री आएंगे और भगवान का भव्य मंदिर बन रहा है रामलला का। इससे लग रहा है देश विदेश पर्यटन के भी, विदेशी पर्यटन भी अयोध्या में आने की संभावना बहुत अधिक है।
Ayodhya is going through a facelift and it is predicted to rise in the curve for development and business boom with the inauguration of the Ram Temple on the 22nd January. Bureau Report, India Today.
And on a lighter note, that just before 26 January's Republic Day celebrations, India will have another big celebration, and that will be for the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir at Ayodhya, dedicated to the nation by Prime Minister Modi on 22nd January, and a day after, open to everyone who wants to come from across the world. For the Sanatan Dharma followers who have waited nearly 400 years to pray at the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi.
Preparations for the inauguration of the Ayodhya Ram Temple in January are in full swing. For the Pran Pratishtha of the deity, Akshat Puja started on Sunday. Ram Mandir Construction Committee chairperson is now distributing official invites to dignitaries. Prime Minister has confirmed his presence for the inauguration ceremony on the 22nd of January.
लेखक, साहित्यकार, रंगमंच के लोग, फिल्म जगत के लोग, कवि, इनके नाम चुने गए हैं। भारत सरकार ने पद्मश्री दिया, ऐसे भी कुछ नामों का चयन किया गया है।
8th descendant of Nihag Baba Fakir Singh Khalsa has promised to conduct a langar during the consecration of Lord Ram in Ayodhya on 22nd January.
मैं गल कर रहा जथेदार बाबा फकीर सिंह जी निहंग सिंह जी जिन्हां ने उस खालसा होण दा समाज नूं एक संदेश दिता। 1858 दे विच अपने निहंग सिंह साथियां दे नाल उन्हां मुसलमानां तो उस मस्जिद नूं आज़ाद करा के दोबारा उत्थे राम दे नाम दा हवन कीता।
Mohammad Jamaluddin and Bittu from West Bengal's Barasat area have created 2 idols of Lord Ram to be used around the Ram temple for decorations and worship in Ayodhya.
এটা আপনার প্রথম যেটা বানিয়েছি ওইটা 2 মাস লেগেছে, তারপরে ওটা আমার ছাস ছিল বলে ওটা আপনার 1.5 মাসের মধ্যে হয়ে গেছে, ঠিক আছে। তো ওটা আপনার ফিনিশিং দিয়েছি টোটালে লাস্টেরটা আপনার ফিনিশিং দিয়েছি 1.5 মাসে।
In just about a month, this entire preparation will reach its crescendo with the inauguration of the temple in Ayodhya. Bureau Report, India Today.
Less than a month to go for Ayodhya for the grand inauguration of the Ram Temple. The trust body has ensured that an invitation reaches out to all dignitaries, including the top opposition netas. So the who's who are expected to be reaching to Ayodhya, and therefore the security is right now the top priority. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath himself supervising all arrangements in the holy city. Here's a report.
Preparations for the January inaugurations are going on. The Ram Mandir will be closed to the public on the 21st and 22nd before opening its doors for all on the 23rd. Invitations have been sent out to all dignitaries, including opposition leaders. Sonia Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, along with other state unit leaders from the Congress party, have received invitations from the Temple Trust. So have Aam Aadmi Party leader Arvind Kejriwal, BSP Supremo Mayawati, the CPM Sitaram Yechury and the CPI's D. Raja. Former Prime Ministers Dr. Manmohan Singh, and H.D. Devegowda have also been invited. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath personally supervised the security arrangements in Ayodhya on Thursday. It's going to be an amalgamation of human as well as artificial intelligence with air tactical aerostat systems, AI-powered facial recognition cameras, long-range aerostat cameras, upped riverine security, and special AI-powered alarm systems programmed to sound alerts on intrusion of any suspected boats. Ayodhya is going to be secured from land, air and water.
They're also expecting a grand coronation of Lord Ram on the 22nd of January when Ram Lalla will finally be in his temple, and for that preparations are underway and a big footfall is expected in Ayodhya just before the inauguration in Uttar Pradesh.
The construction work of a grand railway station in Ayodhya has also been finished. It awaits the Prime Minister's inauguration. This station, with modern architecture and all facilities, will connect the city to various parts of the country once it starts operations from the 19th of January. With Abhishek Mishra in Ayodhya, Bureau Report, India Today.